Andre, if you'd like to give us a little opening statement, and we'll take questions after.
All right. Well, first of all, thank you so much. I just appreciate Coach O for bringing me to this wonderful organization. I think one thing that me and him have in common is that we want to win, and it takes more than just a lot. It takes dedication and perseverance and will to bring in the right players as well as work with the right people to achieve high accolades, especially in the SEC. So it was an honor just to be hired and to coach defensive line, which I've loved and been a part of, been playing and coaching pretty much my whole career, and I'm blessed to be here.
Hey, Coach, this is Shay Dixon with 24/7 Sports. Congrats on the hire. Being back in college, and obviously you had a successful career, first rounder.
That's right.
How do you describe kind of your teaching philosophy as someone who's done it all, been where these guys want to be, high draft picks, 10 years in the league, now that you've grown into it as a coach?
Well, I think this teaching is teaching, no matter what level of football you're on, whether it's high school, collegiate, NFL. What you have to do is you have to set a foundation, and then it's just all through, obviously it's years through the experience that I played with, but I've also worked with great coaches. Started my father. My father coached played for 12 years and coached for 30 years. So he was my foundation, but then in addition to coaches that I had in college, Bill Dutton, Dwayne Board, Pepper Johnson, and Greg Blosh. Those coaches, one thing I've learned from them is just the fundamentals and foundations of playing a efficient defensive lineman is footwork, hand placement, things of that nature, pass rush, eye-hand coordination, feet progression. Those are the things, those are the crucial things that make you an elite defensive lineman. And just to continue to be consistent with it and continue to communicate with it and continue to harp on it day in and day out, no matter how effective you are or ineffective you are. I always taught my defensive line that when in doubt, especially when it comes to fatigue or when in doubt when things are going well for you as an individual, as a group, as a team, you have to focus on fundamentals because fundamentals help you win games.
Hey, Andre, this is Glenn West with LSU Country. Congratulations on the job.
I appreciate it.
I was just curious, you've been in the NFL now, first 12 years as a player and then last 4 or 5 as a coach.
Yeah, 13, man. No, don't take away my credit year.
Gotcha. I mean, just what made you want to make the switch back down to college ball? I mean, was it just the relationship with Coach O? I mean, just what made you want to come back down to college and further your resume?
Well, I never looked at it as coming down to college. I think in general, coaching is coaching. For me, and I told Coach O this. Obviously, I had interviewed for some positions in the NFL level, but it just didn't work out. Following the Jets. So on the collegiate level, I had looked into it, and LSU was there, and I just looked at it as an opportunity. And it's an elite program. And I was very fortunate to coach players. Devon Gotcho, shout out to Gotcho, he's very happy for me, LSU alumni. But for me, it was just coaching itself is an opportunity. And for me, I just wanted to continue my journey to develop and learn football. And I'm working with some great coaches, and I'm happy to reconnect with Durante Jones, who I worked with the Miami Dolphins. And I think that's in general, whether you're a former player or a player in general or a coach, you want growth. All right? You want to aim for something more higher. So it's in a sense it's more laterally, but it's just more of an improvement as far as developing my game, and it's an honor.
Hey, Coach, Glenn Gilwell, USA Today, Louisiana. How did you tell Coach O no when he was recruiting you to go to USC and you went to Cal? How did that go down?
That's a dad question. You have to ask Reuben Carter. You have to ask my dad that. My dad said you ain't going to USC, so I was like, all right, man, you called it. You have to call him up on that one.
Have you followed Coach O's career over the years after that?
On and off, but it's just amazing how this coaching and I think football is like a revolving circle, and I was just to the fact that he recruited me back in my high school days, and now we're here. It's amazing how time passes, and what an honor and opportunity.
Mickey Joseph, one of your co-coaches, same thing.
Oh yes.
Ed didn't go.
Oh yes, no doubt. And but like I said, overall, it's just every day you wake up, you see the stadium, and you realize, well, I'm here, and I'm just ready to coach good football.
Hey, Andre, Brody Miller with The Athletic. Obviously, Ed Ogeron said that he's going to be more involved with the defense this year, and obviously he's a D-line guy. I guess just how does that dynamic kind of work in your opinion? Obviously it's your group, but also his to some extent.
Well, I think in general, I've always been a team player, and me and Coach O have taught this, and we both have a passion for defensive line. If anything, I'm learning from him. I mean, here's a man that's been in the game for such a long period of time, and hopefully I'm blessed enough to coach for as long as he has. So it's about understanding our roles and understanding the foundations. But one thing that we do have in common is that we want to win, and we're very hard on our players. We critique our players, and one thing we love watching film. And so it's a great connection to have such a guy that's so heavily involved in the defense, because he takes pride in it. And what coach that's played it and now coached it does not want to work with a guy like that. That's something that you enjoy because he brings energy, and you want to continue to work hard for him and help be successful.
Do one more question for Andre Brooks.
Hey, Andre, Brooks Gabina from The Advocate. Welcome, Baton Rouge.
I appreciate it.
The entire starting defensive line came back, and Ed Ogeron's talked about the talent that's there. What do you see in that, and your kind of philosophies through learning and playing as an NFL player? What do you think this group can do?
Well, it's great that you see the returning, especially I'm still getting my terminology, just returning seniors coming back for another year. I think one, it shows that they're dedicated to the program, but also two, they want to finish on a winning note. Obviously, last season's last season, but they didn't have the success they had prior to the year before. So they want to come back and make a statement as a group. And but also, I also am aware that coming back is also it's a big year for them as individuals. But I've always the men that I spoke to, I just say at the end of the day, you just trust yourself, you trust your technique, and trust the man next to you, and we'll play good football. And that's what's important. And you make a statement as far as creating a defensive line tradition. That's just something that I and my not only myself but Coach O believe in. Having an efficient D-line tradition where guys continue to come in and play hard for us and be elite. That's what it boils down to.
Thank you, Andre. Appreciate the time.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.